I first created a blank database and renamed it Pine Hill. I then saved it. In the datasheet view for Table 1, I renamed the first field Teacher ID. I then made sure it was the text format. I next added the following columns: first name, last name, degree, school, and hire date. All were text except for hire date, which was date, time format. I then entered the records as found in Table 1-31 in our textbook, and also included my name, as can be seen here. I also included the records from the faculty table that was found in the school database, which was one of the data files given to us. I pasted it at the end of the table in the Pine Hill database. I next closed the table and reopened it in the navigation area in numerical order based on the teacher ID. Step was to create the query wizard. Use the simple query. I used the first name, the last name, and the hire date field to do the query start date. This was then saved and closed. Again, using the teacher database, the next step was to create a form, as seen here in Teacher Info. In this way, you see the records individually, and you can scroll through them. This was then closed, and we went back to the original teacher table and created a report, as can be seen here with Teacher List. By looking at the different layouts, we can resize columns as is necessary to make them no wider than necessary, but also so that all of the text is visible. You can also be sure that the page 1 of 1 is seen, and that the total number of entries is here. To be sure it all fits on one page, just check the print preview, and make sure that none hangs over and goes onto a separate page. This was then closed and saved as Teacher List. I'm not going to save the changes now, as I did not make any helpful changes. If you hadn't already done so, on the teacher list, make sure that your columns are only as wide as they need to be, but that also all the text is visible. This can be done by dragging, or just double-clicking, and it'll automatically resize for you. Close the teacher, and next you come up to the menu window to manage file, and click Compact and Repair Database. Nothing visible will happen, however the file has been compacted and any errors have been fixed. While a database file and an Excel file function in similar manners, Access more easily allows you to sort your entries. And depending on the type of Access database you have, it can also allow you to print to things like envelopes in a much easier or more fluid manner than Excel.